Good morning, students. Today we discuss new topic in our course Agricultural Marketing, Trade and Prices. The name of topic is Classification of Markets. Okay. Now in earlier topic we discuss the basic points related with what is market, what is marketing, and then we discuss dimensions of market, components of market. On the basis of dimensions, there will be different types of markets. Okay, so today we discuss 12 dimensional classification of markets. In that, we discuss only part first today. So first dimension already you know, on the basis of location, there were different types of markets. In that, we first discuss what is village market. Definition of village market: a market which is located in a small village where major transactions takes place among the buyers and sellers of a village is called a village market. So see, you already see in village different farmers, they grow vegetables and then they sell the vegetable within that village itself. So we can call that particular point as a village market. Means buyers and sellers are only confirmed with only that village. Then primary wholesale market. What is definition of primary wholesale market? These markets are located in big towns near the centers of production of agricultural commodities. In these markets, a major part of the produce is brought for sale by the producer farmer themselves. So that market we can call it as a primary wholesale market. These are big markets as compared to village markets. Now, the third type on the basis of location is secondary wholesale market. So what is definition? These markets are located generally in district headquarters or important trade centers or near railway junctions. The major transaction in commodities takes place between the village traders and wholesalers. Village traders means village merchants, okay, and wholesalers. The bulk of arrival in this market is from other markets. So this is also the big market as compared to primary wholesale markets, okay. Then the next type on the basis of location is terminal markets. A terminal market is one where produce is either finally disposed of to the consumers or processors or assembled for export. Merchants are well organized and use modern methods of marketing. So this market is generally for big wholesalers, big processors, big assemblers. Commodity exchange exists in these markets, which provide facilities for forward trading in specific commodities. Such markets are located either in metropolitan cities or in seaports in Mumbai, Madras, Kolkata, and Delhi. So these are the major examples of which type of markets? Terminal markets. In these big cities or metropolitan cities, terminal markets are located. And fifth point, on the basis of classification, what is seaboard markets? Markets which are located near the seashore and are meant mainly for the import and export of goods are known as seaboard markets. Example of these markets in India are Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. So these are the different types of markets based on location. So everybody understand how many types of market based on location? Number one, which type of market we study? Village market, then primary wholesale market, then secondary wholesale market, then terminal markets and seaboard markets. Okay. Now the next dimension on the basis of area or coverage. There will be different types of market exist. Number one, local or village market. Already we study this particular market at the first dimension on the basis of location. But here on the basis of area, we have to discuss a market in which buying and selling activities are confined among the buyer and sellers, drawn from the same village or nearby village. Means there will be interaction between buyers and sellers in same village or nearby village. The village market exists mostly for perishable commodities in small lots. Already you know the example of perishable commodities like fruits, vegetables, okay, milk. So for these particular commodities, which type of market exists? Village market. Then second type, regional markets. A market in which buyers and sellers for a commodity are drawn from a larger area than the local markets. So regional markets in India usually exist for food grains. You know different types of food grains, wheat, rice, then your jawar. So for this different type of market exist, we can call it as a regional markets. Now the third type, national markets. Market in which buyers and sellers are at the national level. National markets are found for durable goods like jute and tea. Okay. World market. A market in which buyers and sellers are drawn from whole world. Means there will be interaction between buyers and sellers of whole world. Then we can call that market as a world market. These are the biggest market from the area point of view. Okay, so this point is very important for your objective. Which are the biggest market from area point of view? We can call that market as a world markets. These market exist in the commodities which have a worldwide demand and or supply. So for that purpose, I think you know import and export of commodities. We can call that such type of business is done in case of which market? World market. Okay. So you know on the basis of which point? Area. Which how many types of market we see? 4 types of market: village market, regional markets, national markets and world markets. Now the third dimension on the basis of time span. On the basis of time span, markets are of following types. In that, first one is short period markets. The market which are held only for a few hours are called short period markets. These markets, the product available in these markets are of highly perishable in nature. For example, fish, fresh vegetable and liquid milk. For this particular commodities, which market is exist in our locality, we can call it as a short period markets. Then second type, long period markets. These markets are held for a long period than the short period markets. Means the period is long. The commodities traded in these markets are less perishable and can be stored for some time. These are food grains and oilseeds. Means generally for food grains and oilseeds, which type of market exists? We can call it as a long period markets. The prices are governed both by supply and demand forces. So this is very important point. According to the demand and supply, the price determination takes place in such type of markets. And third type, secular markets. These are markets of permanent nature. Permanent markets exist. The commodities traded in these markets are durable in nature and can be stored for many years. For example, examples are markets for machineries and manufactured goods. For example, your goods manufactured in company, in factory, uh, electronic goods. So we can call that all the examples of goods exist in which market? Secular markets. Okay. Now you understand on the basis of time span. Uh, how many types of market exist? Three types: short period market, long period markets, and secular markets. Then fourth dimension, on the basis of volume of transactions. There are two types of markets on the basis of volume of transaction. Already you heard this two markets. First one is wholesale markets and second one is retail markets. So what is definition of wholesale market? Very important from exam point of view. A wholesale market is one in which commodities are brought and sold in large quantities or large lots or in bulk quantities. So that market is called as a wholesale market. Transaction in these markets takes place mainly between traders. Means only the traders is existed in such type of market. No consumer, no any producer involved in this particular market. Okay. Now, what is retail market? Okay. So, what is the definition of retail market? A retail market is one in which commodities are brought by and sold to the consumers as per their requirements. So here the transaction takes place between a retailer and consumer. Transaction in this market takes place between retailer and consumers. The retailer purchase in wholesale market and sell in small lots to the consumer. So this is the business or function performed by retailer. He take produce from wholesaler and sell to consumer in small lots. These markets are very near to the consumers. Now, on the basis of nature of transaction, okay, the markets which are based on type of transaction in which people are engaged are of two types: spot or cash markets. What is definition of spot and cash market? A market in which goods are exchanged for money immediately after the sale. It's called as spot or cash market. Immediately after sale, your goods exchange. So immediate cash you can available in this particular type of markets. Now the second type, forward markets. A market in which the purchase and sale of commodity takes place at time T, okay, but the exchange of commodity takes place on some specified date in future, that is time T plus 1. Then we can call that market as a forward market. Sometimes even on the specified date in future, that is T plus 1, there may not be any exchange of the commodity. Instead, the difference in the purchase and sale price are paid or taken. So that difference is given to that particular producer. So such type of future exchange takes place in which type of market? Forward market. So this is difference between cash market and forward market. Okay. Next dimension, on the basis of number of commodities in which transaction takes place. A market may be general market or specialized on the basis of number of commodities in which transactions are completed. So on the basis of this dimension, there will be two types of markets, general markets and specialized markets. Now we see what is definition of general markets. You know, general means different types of commodities available. A market in which all types of commodities such as food, food grains, oil seeds, fiber crops, wool, etc. are brought and sold is known as general market. These markets deal in a large number of commodities. So we can call that market as a general markets. Now second type, specialized markets. A market in which transactions takes place only in one or two commodities is known as a specialized market. For every group of commodities, separate market exists. The example are food grain markets, vegetable markets, wool market, cotton market. So these are the different types of markets based on their specialization. Okay, so that markets are called as specialized markets. So these are the different types of dimensions we see today only. So we discuss 6 type of dimensions. Okay. Now you again read or listen these dimensions again and find out or go on enlisting on the basis of dimensions how many types of markets. Okay. Thank you.